and a very warm welcome to yet another interesting edition of the program CAC Weekly, a weekly program that keeps you abreast on the activities and achievements of the Corporate Affairs Commission. My name is Omohefe Peace Osemere. Coming up, a 23-year-old Nigerian bags 4-year jail term for forging CAC annual returns receipt. CAC CBN synergize to guarantee seamless implementation of government policies. Plus, NYSC Director General applauds CAC's 50% discount for registration of 30,000 businesses of core members. We will be right back. Welcome back. Let's begin with a record breaker for the CAC. In a milestone achievement, the Corporate Affairs Commission CAC has secured the conviction of one Abubakar Sadiq Aremu to 4 years imprisonment for cheating and forgery of its receipts. Arraigned on March 21, 2023 before Upper Area Court, Pape Abuja, the accused pleaded guilty to the offense and was therefore sentenced by the presiding judge. The convict was accused of uploading forged receipts to pay a company's annual return on the CAC portal. Reacting to the judgment, the Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussaini Ishaq Magaji SAN, described the development as a big boost to his effort to stem the activities of criminals trying to circumvent established processes and procedures in CAC. The CAC boss therefore said the Commission was ready to go after anyone trying to flout its rules in order to strengthen the system for the benefit of the economy. Wow, good effort there. Moving on to banking regulation. The Corporate Affairs Commission CAC has assured full and seamless implementation of all policies championed by the Central Bank of Nigeria. The Registrar General and CEO of the Corporate Affairs Commission, Hussaini Ishaq Magaji SAN, stated this when he received the 5-man CBN delegation led by Haruna B. Mustafa, Director, Financial Policy and Regulation Department in his office. Hussaini Ishaq Magaji SAN said the CAC will establish an ad hoc committee to fast-track and make all CBN processes seamless. Speaking earlier, the leader of the delegation, Haruna B. Mustafa, Director of the Financial Policy and Regulation Department, said they were at CAC as part of the sensitization of critical stakeholders. Haruna Mustafa stressed that all CBN initiatives related to capital markets, foreign direct investment, and private placement require support from the CAC. He therefore said that interface with the Commission, especially in the areas of increase, mergers, takeovers, and other forms of restructuring, was necessary. And moving on to youth empowerment, the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, has applauded the partnership between the Corporate Affairs Commission and Kudi Mata to register 30,000 businesses of core members at a 50% discount. The Director General of the NYSC, Brigadier General YD Ahmed, stated this at the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development SAID Stakeholders Meeting held on Monday, March 25, 2024 at the Merit House, Maitama.
Matter and NNPC Foundation on Financial Literacy and Empowerment. So far, 32,402 core members have been trained on 8 modules on kick-starting by business fundamentals. The training will give 1,500 core members across Nigeria access to grants powered by NNPC Foundation to start their businesses. Another gain of our collaboration with Kudimata is the acceptance by the Corporate Affairs Commission to register over 30,000 businesses of core members at 50% discount. Successful partnership with funding institutions such as Bank of Industry on the provision of startup capital for co-entrepreneurs.
While commending the gesture by the CAC, Brigadier General YD Ahmed implored stakeholders and partners to ensure greater dedication and commitment to youth empowerment in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. CAC News recalls that the Registrar General and CEO of CAC, Hussaini Ishaq Magaji SAN, recently, while receiving Mrs. Kathleen Erimo, the founder of Kudi Mata Nigeria Limited, pledged to collaborate with a non-governmental organization to register 30,000 businesses owned by core members. Hussaini Magaji described the development as a huge boost to his dream of registering 20 million businesses in 2024. On her part, the founder, Kudi Mata, Mrs. Kathleen Erumo, stated that her NGO was in partnership with the NYC and NNPC Foundation to empower all core members across the country. Similarly, the managing director of the NNPC Foundation, Emanuela Arukwe, paid a follow-up visit to the commission to solidify the partnership and ensure hitch-free registration of the 30,000 businesses. During the visit, the CAC boss restated his commitment to support registration of small businesses in line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda.
We refer her back to you now to get the consent letter and more objection letter so that to know that she actually came from you people, actually came from the government. Because if we usually get concession but with a caveat if you come through government to government arrangement. The business registration is the amount we are collecting is very minimal, but notwithstanding because of the Mr. President agenda to encourage small businesses, we decided to go further, to go down to ensure that corpers were able to meet up with the registration at a very discounted rate. Kudi Mata was here. She has pledged to provide at the start 30,000 to facilitate the registration of 30,000. I think the reasons why we are still experiencing delay in the registration because of the approach. Now, because it's a CAC of nowadays is a technology-driven organization. So, in some kind of registration, corporate registration, we used to have robotic kind of applications, where like 10,000 or 100,000 would now make application or we respond instantly. But in our own, because of the nature of the corpus, there is a local entry, data by data, hand to hand, and it's manual in nature. So we encourage that with the partnership with the Kudi Mata, with partnership with the NYC Foundation, so that NYC.
The NNPC Foundation and Kudi Mata have been making giant strides in providing capacity building for core members in basic financial literacy skills, amongst others, to enable them to become employers of labor. Kudi Mata says so far, over 300,000 people have been trained in a bid to ensure economic development in line with the present administration's economic revival plan. Kudos to all stakeholders for such a wonderful initiative. Let's now go to the big one. Let's now go to our interview segment for the concluding part of our interview with the Registrar General and CEO, Hussaini Ishaq Magaji SAN. As the deadline for the filing of annual returns earlier extended by the CAC draws near, the RG spoke on the consequences, stakeholder engagement, volume of registration, and many more. Enjoy watching.
So let's go to the volume of registration. I know you've been on it for a while now. Where are we?
Oh,
So where's the
I
commission?
don't want to make complaint that I've been overwhelmed because I've attracted initially this from the beginning of this year. I started with fintechs,
Yes.
and after that immediately I had a retreat. Before I had a retreat, management retreat of CAC. Before I had a retreat, I made sure I reorganized the CAC. All the heads of the state that I met, I made sure I got the key players that can help me achieve my goal. So I made new appointments of the heads of the CAC state offices, all of them, and also restructure my management. So I had a retreat, and during that retreat, I gave them a marching order. The marching order henceforth, no business should take place in Nigeria without registration. I gave them a marching order in each state now.
Okay.
All plazas, all garage, all anywhere businesses is taking place, they should go and generate data. They should go and encourage them to have a business because I'm guided by the provision of the law, which says that you cannot do any business in Nigeria, either as an individual or as a group without registration. So tell them, make sure that you make sure you enforce that provision of the law now. So as a result of that, if you see the kind of volume of registration, I don't want to say it's of overwhelming power.
Okay.
In Ilorin, I think so. I think I have information on like about 5 different bulk registrations so far on my time. Everywhere. Because
Registration is going
there
on.
are group. In fact, some of my staff, they are going to the market registering people on board. This is an opportunity for the Nigerian government. One, to increase the tax net. Secondly, is even opportunity to the security agents to have a data of some miscreants, those guys that are used to do crime with their own name
Those
in
who have
their
nothing to
transaction.
do, yeah.
A lot of issues. So this is what I'm doing.
Okay.
And if you could remember, I made mention that my target is to register 20 million businesses in this year
So where
alone.
are we now? We've got into 10 million?
So I'm telling you now, it's like I'm building the kind of infrastructure I made. I understand that cannot withstand
20 million.
the issue that I'm generating, but I'm building more infrastructures to enable me achieve that target so that
Okay.
I can accommodate all this.
Okay.
Because before the end of the year, I want a company to be registered within 5 or 10 minutes. Not even 3 days, not even 5. You can register company in Nigeria at the comfort of your room within 5 minutes. The way it's taking place in company house in UK. That's my dream. Because I'm deploying AIs. If you make availability search, I'm trying to do away with human interface. Human interface in such a way that if you make request now, you have to wait for approving officer to approve. Now I'm deploying AI. Once you made a request and is met up with our checklist, instantly we get approval. If it is denied or queried, automatically it will suggest for you another names. So that once you click, you meet up your field necessary things, you get your certificate within 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Madam G, higher technology means more money.
Yes.
Do you have the money?
No, I'm doing it. That's the essence of our activity.
Okay, so to
The
generate money
volume
for
of our activity. Now, if you could remember, we are still laboring on the government policies of, policies that
50%, yeah.
taking 50% from the source. But that has not stopped CAC from moving. All our offices is running by diesel. And we have 38 offices across the federation. And we are not crying. Because we have volume of activities that helping us to be on our foot.
Okay.
Yes.
So funds is not a problem as long as you generate activities.
What I want is a support from the government, and I'm getting it.
Okay.
Mr. President is on my back. My minister is giving me a proper supervision, and our moving mode. So we thank God for that.
Now I saw you at the CBN, so I'm sure that's where this biggest support is coming from, isn't it?
Oh.
Alright.
I was at the CBN on a different because we have a FRSSC. It's a Financial Regulatory Council. I'm one of the member. So I went to the CBN, and fortunately we have understanding with the CBN, and the CBN has been validated my position in respect of enforcing compliance at the fintech, because we had this agreement with a particular department at the Central Bank of Nigeria, Payment Service Department, where they are of the opinion that in the agent banking structure, agent banking is a new concept of banking.
Okay.
That's the reason why you have POS, you have this thing now. The bank is being decongested. So they have this arrangement for the essence. As part of the government policy, we have something called financial inclusion. So as a result of financial inclusion, giving everyone opportunity to come on board to do transaction. So they see that some of the businesses may not be registered, so they've been allowed them operating without registration and all this. And when we started, we had issues of understanding with them. So as a result of them, I took that matter to our level at the CBN now before the CBN governor. And all of us, I was able to argue my case very well at the table, their case now. Unfortunately enough, the CBN has blessed my position, validated our position, and given me support in the project.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
RD, as we round up, you've been collaborating with so many agencies. You just came back from the AFCC. You've gone to NDLEA, you've gone to NFIU. All of this cooperation, what value are they going to add to the CAC?
You know, it's AB. You know, CAC is saddled with the responsibilities of registering companies, investigating companies, not only companies, investigating the affairs of registered associations too, registering associations too. We also have the power of regulatory role over all these registered entities or associations. So EFCC too, they have the powers of investigation. So we need that partnership is very important so that we define our role, define our responsibility because we aid them. The 80% of the tools for carrying out investigation at the EFCC is housing here in Corporate Affairs Commission because they rely on our data to carry out investigation. This you can understand the importance. So these are the reasons why I extended. I took myself to the head of the EFCC so that we can have a further understanding how we can achieve that with the advent of technology now. Instead of receiving mails, write to us, responded through mails. If you can utilize APIs, giving them internet access from the comfort of their office, if they can enter our data now to make their own search, is even better. Is a causing, is a lot of things. So this is one of the takeaway that's achieved with this meeting now. Equally with the NDLEA. NDLEA is one of the organizations that we provided access to, technology access now. So we are collaborating with them. Even all the arrests made by the NDLEA is achieved by the data supplied to them by the ESE Corporate Affairs Commission. You can see how the importance of our collaboration is. And FIU, they came to me, meet them because I supplied them with their food. In fact, they are not meeting their target. They came, in fact, to even ginger me to enable them meet up with their task to ensure that Nigeria is being removed in the grey list at the national level. So we have that understanding of collaboration. And NFIU too is one of the organizations that have access to us.
RG, thank you very much indeed for your time as always, sir.
Thank you very much once more.
Business registration. Business registration is divided into 3 phases. This video will help you navigate the new registration portal to register your business. Phase 1, account creation. To access the portal, you must register an account either as a public user or as an accredited agent. Let's begin. Step 1. To create an account, log on to pre.cac.gov.ng. Step 2. Click on Register on the top right corner of the screen, or scroll down and click on Account Creation at the bottom of the page. Step 3. Fill in your details and click on Register. If you had started your registration previously or the application was queried, click the Continue Existing/Queried Registration toggle buttons to continue. If you want to be an accredited agent, click the Accredited Agent toggle button. Only qualified professionals can own an accredited account on the portal. After clicking on Register, a verification link will be sent to your email. Log into your email to verify your email. Now that you have an account, you can proceed to register your business. Phase 2. Name reservation. To register your business, let's find out if the name is available and reserve it. Step 1. Log on to your dashboard using your username and click on New Name Reservation. Step 2. Under Name and Type, choose the classification of business you intend to register and pick the specific type. Enter your proposed names, click on Save and Continue. Ensure you fill in all fields marked with a red asterisk. Step 3. Under Objectives, pick New Incorporation as your reason for the reservation and click on Save and Continue to preview.
Step 4. Click on Pay via Remitter to proceed to payment. Step 5. On the Remitter page, click on Submit. This will bring up a list of options you can use for the payment. After making payment, you will be automatically redirected to your dashboard and your reservation will enter the pending panel. Phase 3, Part 1. Business Name Registration. Now that we have reserved the name, let's now proceed to register the business. Step 1. On your dashboard, click on the Reserve panel. This would bring up your approval history. Step 2. Click on the Start Registration button beside your approved name. Step 3. Under Business Details, enter your business details and click on Save and Continue. Step 4. Under Particulars of Proprietors, enter the particulars of each proprietor and click on Add Particulars of Proprietor button, then click on Save and Continue. Step 5. Under Nature of Business, enter the nature of business and describe the business by filling in the Other Nature of Business description box and click Add Nature of Business button to add, then click the Save and Continue button to proceed. Ensure you fill in all fields marked with a red asterisk. Step 6. Under Document Upload, scan the means of identification you chose in Step 4 and upload it by clicking the Upload button. Upload the scanned versions of your signature and passport photograph. Click on Save and Continue to preview your entries. Step 7. When you have verified your entries, click on Proceed to Payment to pay for your registration. Remember to remain on the Remitter page after you have received a confirmation of payment. You will be automatically redirected to your dashboard where you can download your receipt. When your registration has been approved, your certificate will be automatically generated on your registered panel where you can download and print it. Phase 3, Part 2, Company Registration. To begin, reserve the company name that you intend to register and then proceed to click on Start Registration to begin. Step 1. Enter the details of the company. Click on Save and Continue. Step 2. Add the objects of the company. Click on Save and Continue. Step 3. On the Articles of Association, you can either create your own Articles of Association or simply adopt the default Articles of Association provided. You can also edit each part of the default Articles of Association to fit your company's purpose. Click on Save and Continue. Step 4. On the Directors, enter the details of at least one director. If you want to hide your residential address from public record, click on the Hide Residential Address from Public Record toggle button. Click on Save and Continue. Step 5. Under Secretary, this requirement is optional for small companies and you may skip this step by clicking on the Click Here link button to proceed. However, if you wish to add a secretary, click on the Add Secretary button, enter the details of the secretary, and click on Save and Continue. Step 6. Under Statement of Issued Share Capital, add the share details and enter details of proprietor and click on Save and Continue. Note, you must allot the entire issued share capital. Step 7. On the Persons with Significant Control, enter the particulars of the person with significant control of the company. Step 8. On the Statement of Compliance, if you are an applicant or an accredited agent other than a legal practitioner, fill in your details and click on Save and Continue, or you can skip this step. Under Document Upload, scan and upload all the documents labeled Yes under the If Required column, and where the documents labeled Optional applies to you, please scan and upload to avoid a query on your application. Click on Save and Continue to preview. Step 9. Preview your entries and if satisfied, click on the Proceed to Payment in order to make payment. Remember to remain on the Remitter page after you have received a confirmation of payment. Step 11. After payment, you will be redirected to your dashboard where you will make payment for your stamp duty. After making payment, your application will enter the pending panel on your dashboard under Registration. When your registration has been approved, your certificate will be automatically generated on your registered panel, where you can download and print it.
And that does it for this week's edition of the program CAC Weekly. We do hope you enjoyed watching. For comments and inquiries, please take advantage of our social media handles and call center. On X, formerly Twitter, at CAC Nigeria 1, Instagram and Facebook at Corporate Affairs Commission. Send us an email at helpdesk@cac.gov.ng. You can check us on our website at www.cac.gov.ng. And our call center number is 0708 0629 000. Do join us next week for another interesting edition of the program, same time, same station. From me, Omohefe Peace Osemere, and the whole team is bye for now.